Trapper's high tanning formula works. I mean, I've used it 3 times, but I mean, it worked decent, but I figured I should make a video on it because there's quite a few steps. So let's get into it. Guys, so I got the fur and wait, hold on. Yeah, so I got the fur and these are, I forget if mink got these a little bit or if they're just like not the greatest, but got the muskrat. They've been sitting in the freezer for a while. Turn them to the flesh side out. Some of y'all might be like, dude, that is so gross, but ain't that gross. Yeah, I almost guarantee that this is one I mink at, because look at that giant hole right there. Okay, so then, first step, to get your flushing beam, you just slide it on there. And then, the way I'm going to do it is put it across a building like that holds it right there. And then, I got cinder block right there to hold it in place. And we have 2 different ones. We got this one, it's just normal. We got this one that has this side, it's got like a serrated edge. But this one works better, I think. And yeah, we're just gonna get into flushing and see ya when it's done. Wait, hold on. First, there's this like thin layer of, I mean, kind of, it's like reddish, I guess, and you want to get that off because then it will tan really good. But you just gotta go along and just scrape it, but I mean press harder obviously, but you just go ahead and scrape it until all the fat and junk is off of it. And I'll see you when I'm done with both of them and head on to the next step, because the next step is actually today after you get them fleshed, but there's multiple steps. You guys, so we're on to the next step. I only have one muskrat because the other muskrat, it was like ripped to shreds, like there was holes on both sides. I mean there always is, but it was like the hole on the head side was like as big as the hole on the bottom. But we're still gonna do it. I don't know how you'll be able to see me because of the window in the background, but do our best. Okay, so first you can get your bucket, doesn't matter what kind of bucket, and just be a bucket or like a tub of some sort. Now, I'll see this, but now you're gonna fill it with water. Not, it doesn't need to be much. Now there's something with the deer hunters and trappers tanning formula, but like with how much salt you need to use, and the salt that you need to use is non-iodized salt, because iodide like makes nice and like gingerish or whatever. So then, what you want to do is you just get her in there. Because it's salt water, and then it's just part of the process. And then you're going to want to go and get a few rocks from outside. I don't know how good you guys can see this, but I want them to be bigger so that I can hold it down. I had some, but I forgot where they went. Like right, here's a good rock. But you'll need quite a bit. Here's another good rock. Good rock. Good rock. Gotta find a little bit more. There's a car coming, but that's fine. Gotta find a little bit more. And one more should probably be good. Gotta find one first. I mean, yeah, I know our whole driveway is rocks, but we need like ones that are decently heavy, like this one right here. And that should be good. Now we're gonna go back into the garage. It's zoomed in, so it might be a little bit weird with my face, but I'm gonna zoom out so I can bring y'all a little bit closer. Okay, so now got our rocks and everything, and our hide is in here in this bucket. Now we're gonna want to get a rock, and I would preferably do it with the skin side down, because then the skin gets more salt. So I'm going to put a rock right in the middle. This is how I do it. Put a rock right in the middle, and then I just put, well, you don't need to do it how I'm doing it, but like, it just needs to be totally submerged. That's all it needs to be. Every part of it needs to be totally submerged. Now it's totally submerged. I'll show you guys a second. Totally submerged, all in there. And tomorrow is the next process. There's the next step, and it's going to be hanging it up on a drying rack to let it drip dry for 24 hours, and it needs to sit in this bucket of salt water for 24 hours too. So I'll see you in the next step. Hey guys, so we're on day 2 of the process, and if you're wondering why I got brown makeup on my face, well, we just got done doing a play at school, but don't mind that. But so we're on the second process and second part of the process. And this is to hang the fur up and let it drip dry for 24 hours. So hold on. So here's the fur. Obviously you can see that it's really wet. But it was not this white. The thing is, what the salt does is it turns it real white on the flesh side. So and how we're gonna hang it up is we're gonna get up. I hope you can see this, but if you don't, well, that's fine. So we're going to get up like this. And we're just going to lay it up on top, just like this. This is one of them quick processes. Just going to let it drip dry. 24 hours. And then we're gonna come back tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow. This has been pretty dry, but hopefully we'll come back tomorrow and put on the tanning solution. So I'll see you in the next day of the process. Guys, so we're on the next step now, and this is probably the main step, 100%. Putting the tanning lotion on. But before you do this, I already did this, but before you do this, you gotta put it in lukewarm or hot water for like 20 minutes. And got the hydrate over there. You probably can't see it because it's flat. But you're just gonna have to deal with this angle, but let's get into putting this on. You don't wanna get it on your hands though. It doesn't really do much. Doesn't really do anything, but still I wouldn't put it on your hands, really. I'm using a bag. I'm only using one hand, so. There we go. Cut it open. And you're going to want quite a bit on there. You want to get every nook and cranny so that it gets a good, nice tan. And I've used this before on a couple hides. Works really good. Like I said, you want a lot on there. And you can get this off Amazon for about like, I bought a couple like kits, but you can buy them single for like $7, $8 probably. Might use this whole bottle on it right there. Or not whole. This isn't a brand new one. This is a mustard. Okay, so pretty sure I put enough on there, but this is what it looks like after you put the tanning solution on. I have it on this grate right now, but I'm gonna put it up there on the grate, because that's where we hang beaver casters, because you know, we trap. But looks like that. Thing that I hate about the grate is that when that tanning solution starts to dry, it like starts to dry in like puddles like that. But yeah, I'll see you in a few days when it starts getting a little bit tan, but see you in a couple days. So I don't know, it's like day 3 or day 4 of tanning process. It's been like 3 or 4 days since we put deer hunters and trappers hide tanning formula on it. I'm pretty sure that's going pretty good. So I'll show you here. We're actually taking furs away, so that's why it can't be that long. I'll just take the hide off. Now it gets pretty stiff, but this is what it's supposed to be looking like. See that see that stuff right there? Starting to like turn white right there and stuff. Yeah, that's what you want. But then once the whole thing's white, you are gonna start like flexing it out, because then it gets because then that's like when like the actual tan happens, I guess you could say. And I don't know, I'll see you when it's done, or the next update on it, I guess. So see you when it's done, or the next update. So this is gonna be the last part of the video. So after the whole about the whole muskrat looks like, let's just say, looks like this type of like white stuff right here. You're gonna want to just keep working it out like this to where it gets like soft and more flexible. I'm about to go to school, so this needs to be quick, but after it gets more flexible and everything, or dog tennis, after it gets all more flexible and soft, you are good to go, and you can hang it up on the wall like these two I have here. I didn't do that one, but I did this one. And if a little hair falls out, it's perfectly fine. I got a lot of hair, so yeah, that is the end of the Deer Hunters and Trappers high tanning formula review, and I'll see you in the next video.